welcome back to Studioloo. I'm here today with my November Release the Craftin design team project, and this journal is using her beautiful Fall Memories journal kit. So I will go through this journal and I will tell you what things are from the kit. You'll be able to find her kit. It's currently listed in Release the Craftin's Etsy shop, which will be linked down below in the description box. This journal will be also posted in my Etsy shop as well. So let's jump in. So to create this journal, I actually did use a vintage book, and I covered it entirely with this amazingly soft, I believe it's like a velvet or velour. It's a fabric that's used for upholstery. So it's this lovely damask pattern. And it's red and sort of like a taupe. And on the back, there's this large maple leaf. And on the front, there are two smaller maple leaves in green. And it's just very autumnal feeling. I've got a gold eyelet punched through the front and back. And I stitched on a vintage seam binding some of these Chinese lanterns at the bottom. And then leaves going up the ribbon. So it just ties closed. And this is a 5 signature journal, I believe. Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, no, 4, sorry, 4 signatures. So there's a visible binding here in brown. And I will just tighten these up and set them aside. So when we open up the journal, you'll see the inside has been backed in my eco-printed fabric and it overhangs the edge. This is a beautiful bamboo silk vintage fabric, and it has all of the printing from different kinds of leaves on it on both sides. And then on this side we have this pocket that's made from this sort of copper colored leaf, and it's it's vinyl leaf, and so that's the upper tuck pocket. And inside there I made this tag that has this cardinal and these fall feeling flowers. This is made from like a 1970s linen dish towel, like the ones that have like the calendar on the bottom. So I thought that was a nice little thing to just tuck in here. So this is the first page of the kit. It says the journey starts now, and I love this. It's kind of like a nice entryway into the journal, and has this lantern and these fall leaves. I stitched some eco-printed fabric and some vintage lace to the side here. And then also on the back we just have thankful, and that's a page from the kit as well. This is some orange dyed paper that I dyed for this journal. And then this is just a floral page. This is an envelope from the kit, and it's held on with a rusty paper clip. It's this beautiful like leafy covered bike. And then inside we have this, which is some brown package paper, and it's a poem by Lucille Crumley about autumn. And it's a journal card on back, and it's been stitched around. And there's lots of wholesome kind of autumnal poetry in here. Much of it came from Vintage Ideals magazines. There's no religious material in here because I wanted to keep it secular, because everyone has different belief systems. So yeah. Then this is an inked page with a dragonfly stamped on. And then this is a little journal card from the kit that I just popped here on the back. And those just clip on. And then I included this piece of vintage music because it's called The Maple Leaf Forever. And that is a really big part of autumn, at least here in Canada. You see the beautiful maple leaves changing color. They're one of the most colorful of the leaves. And then on this side we have a pocket that's made from this fox, and this was from a book cover. And inside is one of the envelopes from the kit. It's this lovely window with a fall garden. And inside is a little tag that I made from some brown sari with this beautiful embroidery, and it's actually got like Amazon packaging bubble envelope underneath it, so it's a nice kind of textural feel, just something a little bit different. And so that just tucks on in there, I think this way. Yes, that way. And then this is some brown packaging paper. And on this side, we have a tab from the kit, and this is a tag from the kit in this belly band, this garland belly band. This page is actually from the Edith Holden stenciling book that I found. Actually, I also skipped a page. The other side is there, so it has this bee on both sides. It's really cool. So a little belly band, and then this is a tag from the kit, has some leaves on the back, and it's just this nice linen-y feeling, like beautiful shades of mauve and brown. And this is from a Vintage Ideals magazine as well. It's a poem about a candle holder, and that's like a warm and cozy part of autumn as well. And there's a little bit of fabric on the top, a little bit of ribbon. This is botanically dyed paper. This is from the kit, this belly band. It says Early Sunsets, and I just I backed it with this fall feeling paper and added this journal tag. It's just a plant. And this is the center of the first signature. It's just some lanterns in a tree. And on this side, we have from the kit this little upper tuck kind of tag, and it has these amazing ivies that are changing all those beautiful colors. And inside it's just this piece of paper with an Amanita muscaria mushroom, and back here we have some of my eco printed paper with some leaves and flowers. And then this side, I've made this tuck spot, and it's on more of that Edith Holden stencil paper. And then this is a Margaret Fornell poem called Autumn Treasures. I won't read all these poems to you because that would make the video too long. More brown package paper. This is a little tag from the kit. Very beautiful. All those leaves changing. And then this is just a fun little pocket with a tag that I made that's stitched together. So that just tucks in there, and that could just kind of hang loose, or you could tuck it in here if you want. Over here we have a pocket from the kit. It says Happy Thoughts, and it's on some music paper. And inside we have this collage tag with some birds and a nice big brown mushroom. And on this side, we have a gold fabric pocket with a leaf stitched on and some fabric. And inside, we have this large journaling card that has another poem from a Vintage Ideals magazine called RFD by Minnie Clem. And it's about getting mail. It's quite nice. I can actually read this. I'll read one poem to you. One by one, along the rural route, the magic boxes wait the morning's mail. The daily papers with their headline news, an invitation or a bill of sale, a letter with a foreign postage stamp, enticing travelogues, some parcel post, folders of real estate in Florida, seed catalogs, a postcard from the coast. The mailbox holds the magic of the day and prompts on early walk its lures to find. The dogs with eager steps run well ahead, and half a dozen cats fall in behind. And from the metal box across the road, the brown thrush can scarcely comprehend the joy quite equal to the song he sings when I receive a letter from a friend. So I just collaged this. It's like a fall background and a little post box there. And then just some kind of gold inking on the back of this botanical page. So this is all from the kit almost. So the pocket with these beautiful trees in the forest, that's from the kit. So is this tag with this lovely leaf. And then this tag I made, this little circle here is from the kit, and so is the tag. So I just stitched the circle to the tag, and then through the little circle I just added a carnelian bead on some waxed linen. And there's ribbon up here, and that makes like a little tuck spot. So I found this black and white image of a moose, and I just inked it up, and it tucks right in there like a little bonus writing space. And those just tuck in there together. More orange paper, another beautiful page from the kit. So this says shorter days, cozier nights, and it has leaves here. Lots of deep tones in this kit. It's very comforting. And then this is just kind of vintage book page that I made like a torn style pocket. And this is an altered playing card, and on back it says apple seed and apple thorn. And I've stitched some lace here. These are 2 pages from the kit. This one says Golden Moments. This one says Color Me Happy. And I could not touch this beautiful imagery, so it's just exactly as presented in the kit. Added some vintage lace over here. And another page from the kit. This is lined paper with a very fall scene and this beautiful trees over the water. This reminds me very much of a place in Muskoka that we go, not too far from where I live. And then this is a page from a gardener's journal, and it has a really nice quote from Valerie Finnis. It says, "I like the smell of rotting leaves, especially walnut leaves, a nice clean aromatic smell, and I like the pungent smell of newly turned earth. But most of all, I think I like the somehow nostalgic smell of a bonfire, never more than if it drifts in through an open window when I am snug in bed." Has a little onion there. And on back, another little poem from A.C. Swinburne, A Forsaken Garden. And then this page just has a butterfly and some black and gold tones that just kind of go with the journal. This is some vintage wallpaper. And this is an orange hand-dyed page. And this is a vintage book page. It's a painting from Denis Cavroul, September 1992. And I just thought that the colors, the impressionist feel to it really went with the feel of the book. And on this side, just this beautiful landscape. Then I've added throughout this journal a few pages of Mushroom Field Guide. So this is the Tricholoma album and Tricholoma fulvum. This is some botanically dyed paper. You can see the leaves here. And then this is a large journal tag from the kit, held on with a brass paper clip. So it says here, Wild Autumn. It's been stitched around, and I've added this nice leaf to the top. It's beautiful imagery. On back, I added my botanically dyed paper where you can see the leaves and flowers. And this is clipped onto Edith Holden stencil paper. It's a book about stenciling in the Edith Holden style. Avocado dyed paper. This is a page from the kit, these beautiful marigolds. And this is the center. Feel more the color of a dying leaf. Live a colorful life. And just again, more beautiful photography. Very much a tone of like fall memories, which is what this kit is. But like you really get that vibe as well from the kit. I feel like this is an amazing thing to just pick up and take to like a cottage and like, you know, have like a hot toddy and be cozy, and maybe the first snowfall will arrive while you're there. It's very cozy to me. Then on this side we have, this is a belly band from the kit. It says Color Outside the Lines. And then in here is a little envelope from the kit that says Collect Memories. And so inside of here, I put these 3 little things. And they're just little papers that were dyed with black walnuts, which is pretty appropriate for this as well. And I've stamped these old light bulbs on them. And they're just little spaces you could write, or you could use them as sticker labels in your journal. But it made me think about, you know, if you've ever lost power when you're on like holiday and you have to have a flashlight or a candle. That happened to me once. My husband and I, we were staying at this beautiful little cabin that was like on the edge of the Susquehanna, and there was no one else there but us, and there was this wild thunderstorm, and it was very, very dark there because you're literally on like the tip, it's called Tillman Island, it's like near Maryland or Delaware, and you're in the tip of an island and you're in the middle of nowhere sort of. And we were very scared. It was pitch darkness. We didn't know where anything was because it was not our home. And so we just kind of like from about, this is the time that it gets dark around like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And we just kind of got cozy and stayed in our beds and didn't move because it was like super loud thunder and lightning. And the power was out for hours. Anyways, I'm off topic. So this is the Edith Holden stenciling again, the butterflies, and more of my botanically dyed paper. Another mushroom field guide, Tricholoma saponaceum, and some more mushrooms. More dyed paper, more of that landscape, and you can see up here clipped is a beautiful little envelope. Now this is actually from another kit from Release the Craftin, and I totally can't recall what it is, but this is a little stamp from the kit. It says colorful. And then inside here is another little card from the kit that says October Love. And I'm getting this project done early this month because I've literally just been so happy with fall that I just wanted to be totally engulfed in making this. It's just been such a fun project to make right now. And then this is another painting here. Again, more of those fall colors. More dyed paper and vintage wallpaper. And this is just another page with an umbrella, more kind of fall vibes. Then this is another vintage book page from a gardening book. It has a couple of quotes on it about gardening in the fall, some poppies in this watercolor. This is another beautiful page from the kit, like sort of a scenic drive, like a road here by the water, and this beautiful leaf. And I've stitched a little bit of lace down here and left the threads on because it's just nice. And then these are 2 pages here from the kit. This says Crisp Fall Air, and it has some turkey tail mushrooms and some other little mushrooms, and beautiful photos of leaves, and this lovely castle in a frame that says Let's Go for a Walk. And I just added some gold leaf down the side here. And then in between these 2 signatures, this is the center of the journal, I just added this little booklet that I made that's filled with avocado and coffee dyed papers, and it's just nice fall colors and washi tape, and it's stitched around. So just an extra little booklet for you. And then more marigolds from the kit, this beautiful page. And this is an orange dyed page. This is another garden book page, has some tomatoes and this beautiful meadow scene on the back. More of my botanically dyed paper. Just going to move up a little here. And on this side, this is a vintage book page. It's actually a painting by Victoria Crow of this lovely kind of house. And this is a tab from the kit. You can see the bluey green kind of shades here, really nice. And then down here on the other side, we have more of that painted house. Then this pocket with these beautiful oak leaves. It holds another piece of just all ephemera from the kit. So the tag in these lovely mauve and deep purple, and this is Crisp Fall Air, and this is a little Swarovski crystal bead in sort of a peachy color. This has a leaf on it, and then this is another little piece of ephemera from the kit with leaves, and I just tuck that in there and it goes in the pocket. More orange dyed paper. This is a page, it folds out. It's from the Language of Flowers. It's a vintage book that's illustrated by Kate Greenaway. And this is the section on October. So the Language of Flowers is a seasonal book that talks about like each month of the year and what's going on at that time. So it gives you these fun little facts like it's bad luck to peel peaches, pears, or apples alone. American farmers used to make a pear cider called Perry. It talks about pumpkin pies, onions keep best roped and hung up in a dry, cold room. So it's just kind of like, you know, homesteading type advice with really beautiful little images that are illustrated. And it's the October, like the days, you know, clear moon, frost soon, just nice stuff. Avocado dyed paper, another of the mushroom pages. And then this is like a little fall leaf page. And the center of this signature is from the kit. It said, let go and see what happens. And it's this beautiful trail through this leaf fallen kind of wood scene. And it's got this mossy branch here, the lichen all over it. This just makes me happy. And more of the mushroom field guide. avocado dyed paper, another page from The Language of Flowers, the rest of autumn here. The full moon in October is known as the hunter's moon, and there's a little calendar of all the days here. Cider making, very nice. Orange dyed paper, more of that beautiful house that's painted by Victoria Crow. And then on this side, more of the house and this little gold fabric pocket. And this is a little stamp from the kit that says Be Genuine and has this beautiful little yellow leaf. And this tag is from the kit. I added all of these items on top of it, but the background tag is from the kit. These are really, you could use them for so many different things and in so many different kinds of projects. They're very versatile. So this says He watches while the seasons change. More of my botanically dyed paper, and this is a quote from Robin Clark. This is more of that gardening, vintage gardening book, and here's one of the beautiful illustrations from it. I thought was very autumnal with the moths and the mushrooms and the rose hips. It's just so autumnal. And some orange dyed paper. More of the marigolds from the kit. I actually used this page twice in this journal because it's just so beautiful. And then these pages from the kit, look up, falling leaves, full of wonder, happiness is, and it's just all these beautiful marigolds and lace on either side, brown here, peach over here. And this big oak leaf on some lined paper, that's a page from the kit. This is the garden book again, Elizabeth Lawrence. Even if something is left undone, everyone must take time to sit still and watch the leaves turn. Couple more little sayings from Sarah Teasdale and Vincent van Gogh. More mushroom field guide. More orange dyed paper. This is from a little vintage book, 143 species in color, trees. And I just thought it was really nice. And this is from a Glenn Lotes painting book, and it's this cute little chipmunk with his cheeks just stuffed full of things. And on this side, this beautiful little deer that's been drawn by Glenn Lotes. More botanically dyed paper. This is the main page, sort of the title page of The Language of Flowers for October. Just an incredible illustration from Kate Greenaway. And then a little Keats poem there and the October calendar. More orange dyed paper. This page is beautiful and it's from the kit, and it's got this lovely scene here of this lake in the fall on a leaf, and it's like cut out in a leaf shape. And then this says When It Gets Crisp, and it's just beautiful, like leaves and mushrooms and lichen, and beautiful. And this is some of my very fun grungy watercolor paper that I've dyed with rust and botanical leaves. And then this is the center of the signature. This is about how to do leaf rubbings, and it's a pocket on both sides. So in this side, we have this journal card, fabric cluster up top, and this very autumnal painting. And on back, we've got a little mushroom there. That just tucks in there. And then on this side, this is from the kit. It says The Best Days. And this is just a very freeform, nice little piece of paper. More of my botanically dyed paper. This is a page from the kit that says Time Flies. Again, all my favorite elements, this changing ivy, lichen. Another page from the kit with these leaves and this fall road that you just want to walk down, and some orange paper. And this is another of these big beautiful tags. This is part of the kit, and I've clipped it on with a brass paper clip. So this says Wild with Leaves, and it's a large tag with just this amazing photography. It's been stitched around, and it's on my botanically dyed paper. And at the top, I just added this brown ribbon, and these little guys are actually all from the kit. These are these little tiny tags, and I just strung them on waxed linen and attached them there, kind of like a little keychain. And that is clipped onto another page from The Language of Flowers for October. And that's the back side. So we'll just clip this back on here. More of my botanically dyed paper. Oh, we have a little flower petal left there. I'll just take that away. A little rose petal. And on this side we have a Glenn Lotes painting of this beautiful owl, then a page from the kit with this amazing leaves, and then this is a collage tag that I made. It says Dream in Color, and it has dyed paper on back. A Glenn Lotes painting. This is a cocoon, and this is from that vintage tree book. It has all these beautiful pine cones, eastern white pine, more dyed paper, more mushroom field guide, this fall page from that vintage garden book with the rose hips, so beautiful, and some veggies here, squash and tomatoes and peas. And then this is another page from the kit with this beautiful big oak leaf. And on this side I've stitched some antique linen lace and gold lace over here. These are both amazing pages from the kit, like these Polaroid feeling images of just sumac leaves and some nice fall leaves here. It says Walking and Crunching and I Love Autumn. And this is like a sand dune with some beautiful trees. This page is from the kit. I love it so much. It's all lichen colors. Amazing. And this is botanically printed paper. This is from a book called Vancouver is a Garden, and it's about all of the different gardens around Vancouver. So this one is about the Natobe Memorial Garden at the University of British Columbia, and it's just a beautiful image. Talks about, you know, the garden a little bit. And on this side you can see there a totem, and this is from the Totem Museum. And then on here we have the best days, this pocket. It says the best days, and it's just this amazing forest in the background with like that fog rising from it, very much like the cottage that I stayed at in Quebec this year. And this green leaf here, so this page folds in. Inside the pocket, I made this tag, some vintage lace up top, and it's just kind of like, I think about doing a lot of canning and storing right around this time. In fact, I've been canning tons of apple pie filling from my apple tree, so that's there. And this is a lovely little marigold tag from the kit, and that just pops in there too. Avocado dyed paper. This is just a nice little kind of pattern, sort of like a table linen. And on this side, it's these frames. It was from like a vintage like album to put, you know, pictures in. And this is just has some leafy plants on it and a tab from the kit. And then on this side, so we have a lot going on. So there's the background. This is just a collage. And then I made this pocket from a vintage children's book. It's this little girl with a ball of yarn, and she's doing some knitting and talking to a squirrel at a window. And then these little fun flags here, I stitched them together with a little bit of thread in between, and then just attached them to this page. So it's kind of like a little bit of flags there, just because they're really nice, and they have like leaves on them. This is a tag from the kit. The background is beautiful. Everything on top I added to it. It says Beneath the Autumn Skies. More dyed paper. This is a vintage book page, I believe from a Lucy Maud Montgomery book. And then on this side, it had this nice bit of grass here. So this is a belly band from the kit that says Plant Blessings. And inside of it is a tag. So this is from the kit, this backing tag. I added this trim up top. This circle is also from the kit. It says Sit by the Fire, and another Swarovski bead that goes through. And then inside, I've just put a couple of things. So this is a piece of spalted maple wood that you can write on. And then this is just a little sort of pulled out, it's this little bee from that Edith Holden stenciling book, and I just wanted to include them there as a couple fun little bonuses in the belly band. More dyed paper, and then this is like a vintage ledger, and it is a big pocket on this page, and inside we have a large beautiful tag from the kit. I love this background. I've added everything on top of it, a November Woods quote from Patricia Strong, and this mushroom and butterfly. And this just pops right in here. And then here we have this page. It's a little girl just chasing leaves. And then on this side, the same sort of situation. We have a large tag in this big pocket, and this is Roads to Autumn. This tag is from the kit, and I just added a poem and some lace to it. So these just provide really beautiful backgrounds. They do have leaves on them, and I have partially covered on some of them, but just a beautiful kit. And then this is more dyed paper. This is a full page pocket. It's another kind of autumnal scene from a vintage book. And then this is from a vintage Ideals magazine. So on back we have this amazing autumn scene. And then inside is a story from Gladys Tabor called Butternut Wisdom. So the very first journal that I ever made, I used a vintage book called Still Meadow Seasons. And it was like a 1930s book, I think, and this is a really nice story, so I just wanted to include it. She writes beautiful stories. And then on back there is Go My Summer, which is another autumnal poem from the magazine. And then on this side we have just this pocket that's made from this beautiful image. It's like it was from a vintage textile book, actually. So this just tucks right in here. And then we have more dyed paper. And here we have this pocket with some fall kind of butterflies made from book page and a swan there. Just a collage in back. And this is a tag from the kit with this beautiful leaf. And then I did a collage tag here. This is like a little mouse just kind of knitting, a little robin there. Just a collage on both sides. And more floral paper, more of that photography kind of album book. And then here we have a little tuck spot with a gnome and a bunch of little animal creatures having a bit of a party, and a journal card inside with these owls stitched on, and it's got some facts about birds. Birds have wings. They are not earthbound as we are. In this lies much of their appeal. Orville Wright once wrote, "We got plenty of flying fever from watching the birds, but we got nothing about their secret of balance." And it's got some fabric. It's just a fun little collage journal card. Avocado dyed paper. Another page from Vancouver is a Garden, and this has this amazing fiery sumac on it and some other plants. And it talks about the Totem Museum. And this is Point Atkinson, a lighthouse park. And this is some of my botanically dyed paper, beautiful leaves there. And then this is an amazing page from the kit. Look at the branches and the lichen, and you can see the outline of a leaf in the background. The colors of this are just amazing. It really stands out against all the oranges, and more vintage lace here. This beautiful ending page is from the kit, and I think it's a nice way to end things. It says "Glad for this," and it's just these beautiful leaves and some marigolds. Then on the back, you will see a bunch of stuff again in another one of these pockets, and you'll see lots of beautiful leaves here from my eco-printed fabric. In the very back of this, there is this, and it says "A Little More Time," and it has all these gourds, and it's on this paper. This is like a little, kind of like a little multi-pocket fold-out thingy that I made. So inside this side we have a couple of things. This beautiful deer and this little owl journal cards. So those just tuck into this side of the envelope. And then on this side we have this little journal card with these toads, and that goes in there. And this is refreshment ticket. This folds down, this folds down. This is like a little pomade label sticker. And this can actually fold this way, but I'm keeping it open here. And it just tucks down in the pocket. And this is just the note from the bookmaker, me. It tells you a little bit about my journals. And then this is the last piece from the kit, this tag, this beautiful blue and green. And I've added these things to it. It's a moth, an avocado, and some hands. It says, "Reach out to squirrels, triangle twinkling eyes, making friends of crows." Then that tucks in there. And then this is just a little ATC type card with lots of beautiful plants. And that just hangs out in there as well. So that is my Autumn Memories project for Release the Craftin. Please check the description box below for all the details on where you can find the kit, as well as this journal. Definitely check out Release the Craftin's Etsy. Her kits are beautiful. They're like nothing that I have ever really experienced. She's certainly my favorite digital maker. I always am taken on like a very inspired journey when I work with her things. One of the best parts of being on her design team is you don't quite know what to expect. She's a very unique creator, and you'll find yourself on an unexpected journey because it's not something that maybe you would have thought of. So it's a really nice collaboration, and I'm happy to be a part of it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Don't forget to subscribe and go below, check out Release the Craftin. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye for now.